Good morning, and I'm Dr. Amelia Brown, and I'm a senior lecturer in Greek history and language, and this semester I'm curator of the RD Milns Antiquities Museum here at the University of Queensland. I'm very pleased to be here to speak to you today about one of the treasures of our collection here at the University of Queensland's RD Milns Antiquities Museum, this lovely head of Aphrodite, or Venus as the Romans called her. Just to tell you a little bit about the head itself, and then how we know that it's Venus, or the Greek Aphrodite. It's a head of a woman, obviously. She's looking over her left shoulder. She has got her lips just barely parted, and the emphasis is on her hair, her very elaborate and beautiful wavy hair, which is pulled back from her face with a center part, with a ribbon around her head, and in a bun at the back. So I'll just turn her around so you can see her lovely hairstyle, the ribbon, the curls here, a few in front, and the bun at the back. And she's turning her head to the left, as I mentioned, and that's one of the ways that we can identify her as not just Venus or Aphrodite, but as a copy of a very particular Venus, the Venus de' Medici, which is a famous statue of Venus who stands in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence and was bought by Ferdinando de' Medici in the 16th century and formed part of his collection. So the Venus de' Medici has been known for a long time. She's a full-length portrait. She's a nude portrait of Aphrodite or Venus, and thus one of the many nude statues of the goddess that were created by Greek sculptors and later by Roman sculptors, making variations upon Praxiteles' famous statue of the Cnidia, the statue of Aphrodite created for the city of Knidos in the 4th century BC, which was the very first monumental nude Aphrodite, and hence provided inspiration for lots of different variations on that type. So if this lovely head still had a body, it would be nude, and her left hand would be down, and her right hand would be across her breasts. Now, besides the famous Medici Venus in the Uffizi in Florence, there are also many other copies of that type that survive in museums around the world, many of them coming from Rome, where the type was very popular, not just for cult statues in temples, but also for decoration of gardens or baths or other places where Venus or Aphrodite rising up out of the waves was a popular theme, because in the examples with the full body surviving, such as the Venus Medici, or a very nice copy at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, her left leg, her straight left leg, is supported by a dolphin. And on the Medici Venus, there are even some traces of blue paint on the base, and gold in the hair, and red cinnabar on the lips. However, our example is a little smaller than life-size, but we can see from her idealized gaze, from her very even, regular, straight nose, eyes, lips, the kind of gentle gaze as she looks over her left shoulder, that she's certainly a goddess, and meant to represent the goddess of love, and who was also a patron not just of lovers, of husbands and wives, but also of sailors on the sea.